Hello everyone, JL Wasabi here. In today's video, I will be teaching you about how to fast 9. But before we start, I would just like to remind you to like the video if you find it useful and also to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Let us begin. While fast 9 is not a common strategy, it is still a good knowledge to have as there can be situations where you need to fast 9. The most obvious would be when you need to hit prismatic traits, such as in Garen's Trainer Golem portal, or Urgot's Loot Drop portal where you are able to get 2 or 3 emblems of the vertical traits. Though less common, there can also be sometimes viable fast 9 comps in the meta, such as the dreaded Amp strategies few patches ago, or the more recent Bill Gates board. However, Riot is quick to nerf such occurrences as they generally don't encourage such fast 9 comps that are independent of augments. When should you fast 9? Aside from hitting prismatic trait breakpoints, it is mostly when there are viable fast 9 comps that are broken and you want to capitalize on these comps for wins. These fast 9 comps can be so strong such that once you find the units, especially the related 5 cost units at level 9, you can stabilize your board so hard and start winning that it will all be worth the losses, and even if you open forted your board in the early stages. These fast 9 comps mostly require 5 cost units to hit their important trait breakpoints, such as Kobuko for 4 Cyberboss and Samira for 5 Amp, since both traits do not have emblems. Even if there are emblems, you may still need 5 cost units such as Urgot for 6 Boombot. While you can find 5 cost units at level 7 and 8, it is a much higher 12% chance of finding them at level 9. Thus, fast 9 is only viable when these comps are so strong such that it is worth sacrificing extra losses in order to spend 78 gold more to reach level 9 and find the 5 cost units. Here is a quick look at some of the fast 9 comps so far. All the comps rely on hitting their important 5 cost unit or units in order to hard stabilize and win the game. While these comps may not always be relevant in the meta, the way to play fast 9 is still good to know. Honestly, the advantage in playing fast 9 comps is only when the fast 9 comp is overtuned and provides that instant huge power spike when you hit. The advantages on the other hand are clear as day. This is likely a 1st or 8th playstyle where you will go 8th if you do not find your comp even if you reach level 9. This is because you are usually losing so many fights or on a full lose streak that you are 1 to 2 more losses from dying by the time you reach stage 5. You are also very likely to be contested for that comp since it is likely to be overtuned. And players love flocking to overtuned comps before they get nerfed. As for most games, whichever playstyle you are going for, we usually do not roll for the whole of stage 2. Prioritize hitting econ thresholds so that you can get to 50 gold as soon as possible. While the minimal econ thresholds to aim for is 10 gold for stage 2-3 and 30 gold for stage 2-6, we ideally want even more for fast 9. 20 gold for stage 2-3 and 40 gold for stage 2-6 if possible, such as when it is Nico's Portals of Scuttle Puddle or Twisted Fate's gold subscription. Aim for a full lose streak as much as possible or even open fort by having no units on your board. At stage 2-7, go to level 5 and stay above 50 gold at all times. Here is what you can expect your board to look like at stage 2, or it can be even a blank board. Again, do not roll. This time, even if you have too much gold. At stage 3-2, go to level 6 while staying above 50 gold. As mentioned, continue to aim for full lose streak for the streak gold, but conserve as much health as possible with good losses. This means constant scouting and positioning to minimize your losses while killing units, similar to playing Cypher. At stage 3-7, go to level 7 while still staying above 50 gold. Make sure to collect the necessary units for your late game board. Here is a quick look at how your board can look like at stage 3. It should not be a blank board anymore. At stage 4, you still do not roll unless you are somehow almost dying because you were very unlucky with your unit upgrades and taking bad losses. This is because while you are likely to lose anyway, you may be lucky enough to find the related 5 cost that can save your game if you roll at stage 4. However, we do not bank on these lucky finds if we have sufficient health to survive anyway. At stage 4-2, go to level 8 while staying above 50 gold. Make sure to collect the necessary units for your late game board. Here is how your board should look like at stage 4. Hopefully you have found some relevant units along the way without rolling. Reaching stage 5-1, go to level 9 with as much gold as possible, ideally at least 40 gold for your roll down. Do a full roll down, and I mean full roll down, to 0 gold since you are likely to be dying with 1 to 2 more losses by now. You need to find all your units in this roll down, especially the crucial 5 cost units to stabilize the comp. Going first or 8th all comes down to this roll down. Okay, maybe not first, but rather top 4, depending on how broken the comp is. Prioritize the higher cost units of the main traits such as Zac, Samira, and Annie for the M strategies comp if you have to choose between units. Here is a quick look at your expected board, which is likely to be close to the final expected comp just without the 5 cost units upgraded. There are certain conditions that enable us to play fast 9 comps. Aside from being meta dependent, as already mentioned, augments that help with econ or leveling such as slamming or raining gold can help you reach level 9 faster. Loose streaking augments like calculated loss is also great since it provides rerolls and even more econ as well, and fits in with the loose streak playstyle anyway. Health augments are definitely a must take in such cases like Tiniest Titans to safely reach level 9 without dying. I also want to point out that while there are certain augments like Memory Bank that provides Aurora and New High Score that provides a Kobuko upon satisfying the augment criteria, it may or may not fit well into the Fast 9 comp that you are angling towards. As a warning, do not look to play Fast 9 comps in high tempo lobbies in general, like prismatic augment lobbies, since the high tempo can likely kill you off before you are able to reach level 9 and find your units. Even if you do, there may be accidental losses that can still kick you out of the lobby even if you hit. While Fast 9 comps are not so common in the meta, and even if they are not long lasting due to the nerfs. You still want to keep an eye out for portals that you can Fast 9 to possibly play prismatic verticals such as in the portals I had mentioned, which are Urgot's Lutes and also Garen's Trainer Golem. Once again, if you have reached the end of the video and you have learned something from here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more guides and gameplay videos. Until next time, bye bye.